And I would say to myself, you don't deserve to memorize the book of Allah. Before I began my journey with the Quran, and in fact for much of my childhood and youth until that point, one thing I had gotten into my head was that I was undeserving of memorizing the Quran. When we used to look at Huffaz around us, they used to be held up on this pedestal, and it was like they took out half their youth and they basically went to a madrasa, and day in, day out for years and years and years, that's all they did to be able to memorize, and they have some sort of superhuman capability. They're not normal people like me who've grown up in society and gone to high school and played sport and all the rest of it. I was convinced that for normal people to memorize the Quran, they wouldn't be able to, so I just never took the step. So I was convinced that because I hadn't dedicated myself in earlier years, hadn't been someone who had put their life aside, whose parents had sort of taken them out of their environment and put them in a madrasa, that I was one of those who was just destined never to be able to memorize the Quran. And that indeed I used to tell myself, you don't deserve to memorize the Quran because you haven't dedicated yourself. And that was something that held me back for a long time from even considering the idea that someone like myself could possibly go on that journey.